Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a great day so far. I thought that for today's video, since I sort of haven't vlogged in a long time and then I kind of jumped right into videos, that I would do a get to know me tag. It's just, I think, 15 questions that are about me just to help my viewers get to know me a little bit better and maybe be able to relate to me a little bit better. And I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do this tag video and I really thought that they were good questions to get to know someone. So let's get started. My username is fairly easy to pronounce. It's exactly how it's spelled. Kate is a nickname for my full name, which is Catherine, but I have started to go by Kate in the last few years. And I just find it suits me a whole lot better, so Kate is the beginning part and then lately is the second part. And when I came up with it, it was really random. I just liked the way that it almost rhymed with Kate, and it kind of gave an allusion to the fact that it would be stuff that was on my mind lately or stuff I had been doing lately, and I just thought that made a lot of sense for a blog and for a YouTube channel. So that's how I came up with my username, and that's how you pronounce it, is KateLately. I am 22 years old. I've actually only been 22 years old for a couple of months now, and I kind of can't believe that I'm already 22. I don't feel 22, but that's how old I am. My nationality is fairly boring. I was born and raised in Canada, and I am 100% Canadian. I have, of course, the Scottish and French and English backgrounds, and a little bit of German in my background as well. And Irish, I think, actually, but for the most part I'm Canadian. I don't have any immediate relatives that are from any other country, so I consider myself fully Canadian. I'm actually not in a grade anymore. I am in my 4th year of university. Age-wise, I should be in my 5th year, but because I took an 18-month break, I'm currently in my 4th year, and I'm actually only in the 1st semester of my 4th year, but I'm hoping to finish university a semester early. I actually have 3 jobs. My first job is I am a social media assistant at a PR company, which is a fully online job. Actually, all of my jobs are online, which is great because it means I don't have to leave my house ever, and it can work around my school schedule. My second job is I am an intern for a sunglass company, and that's just a brief internship for school credit. And then my third job is that I am a writer at Obsessed magazine, and I write articles once a week for them. My eye color is blue. Depending on what I'm wearing, the tone of the blue will change from like a blue-gray to a really bright blue. But I also have green colored contacts that I love to wear sometimes. So sometimes my eyes are extremely green, but naturally they are blue. My natural hair color, as far as I know, I've been dyeing my hair since I was in grade 8, so it's been a long time since I've actually seen my natural hair color, but the last time I knew what it was dirty blonde, so definitely different than what I have now. I never really liked the color, it never suited my skin tone, so that's why I started to dye it, but as far as I know and as far as my roots will tell me, my hair's dirty blonde. I have a really weird skin type. I think it's combination skin because there are parts of my skin that get quite oily, but I also have extremely sensitive skin, so I have to be very careful with products that I use on my skin. And my skin also loves to be dried out, so when I take my makeup off, I tend to use baby wipes because it'll dry my face out, and my face just really seems to react well to that. I have very acne-prone skin, which is not fun, but over the years I've learned how to use products that keep it quite clear. So I have really difficult skin, but I tend to stick to products that work because, like I said, it's really hard to find products that do work. Freckles on my face do appear, but only in the summer. When the sun hits my skin, I get freckles right here, but for the most part I will either cover them up with makeup or in the winter they completely go away. So you don't really tend to see any freckles on my skin at all. I have actually had braces twice. This was not anything I wanted, but the first time I had them, I think it was from grade 8 to almost grade 10, and then I actually had them again for 8 months in grade 12. My tip for you all, if you have braces, is to wear your retainer, because I didn't wear mine and that is why I had to get them on a second time. It was not fun and I barely got them off in time for graduation. So I would not recommend that you don't wear your retainer. I would definitely say do wear your retainer. I don't actually tend to wear perfumes. I much prefer body sprays. I don't know if it's a strength of the smell thing. I don't quite know what it is, but my favorite body spray is Amber Blush from Bath & Body Works. It just has such, I don't even know what the smell is. I hate fruity scents, so it's got a bit of a musky scent, but not really. I just really like it. It smells really good, and I just love the way that it smells on me. I can vary a lot when it comes to the time that it takes for me to get ready in the morning. If I'm in a hurry, I can get ready in anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. If I have loads of time, which I do most days, I will sometimes just, you know, take a lot of time with my makeup, pick out clothes for a while, like mess around with my hair, and it can take me anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to an hour. It just totally depends on the day, how much time I have, and where I'm going. My favorite colors are actually not colors. Everybody tells me this when I say what my favorite colors are, but they are black and white. As you can tell probably from the background behind me, my room is mostly black and white. I just really like black and white. It goes with everything. It's very simple and sleek, and it's probably been my two favorite colors for quite a few years now, and it probably will be for quite a while longer. Heels or flats? That's a really hard one for me because I own both, I wear both all the time, and I find both really comfortable. If you're going for complete comfort, I definitely would choose flats. They're also more casual, which is great, but for my height, I'm only 5'3", I much prefer to wear some sort of a heel just to give me a little bit of extra height so I don't feel like I'm, you know, way shorter than everybody else that I'm walking around. But yeah, I would choose either. I don't really have a preference when it comes to those shoes. Gold or silver, again, hard because I like both. Rose gold's not actually an option here, but that would be my favorite option. Out of the colors of jewelry, I would definitely pick rose gold over anything else. When it comes to gold and silver, I again am like 50-50. I don't really have a huge preference. I do not have a boyfriend. I had one, I think the last time I had one was almost 3 years ago now. I was in a very long-term relationship and haven't had a boyfriend since, and I am totally okay with that. I have two older sisters. My oldest sister is 31 and my other sister is 29, so there's quite a big age gap between us, but I love them to death and I would never trade them for anything. I love having sisters. They're so much fun, and it's so much fun to have such a big age gap because they've taught me so much over the years, and they're both not living here anymore. They both have their own places, and one of my sisters even has a son, so it's really great. Even though they're not here and I miss them a lot, I love having my sister so much older than me. I don't have any pets. I think the last pet I had was like fish when I was 7 years old, and they didn't last very long, so clearly I don't take very good care of my pets. I'm not a huge animal person. I don't hate them, but I just don't love them. But at the moment we actually have two fish in our house. They're not mine though, they're my nephew's fish, because they live in an apartment a couple hours away and they are here so often. We decided to keep the fish here because that way we don't have to find anybody to feed them when they're here. So they decided to keep the fish here, so we do have pets. I don't ever feed them and I barely ever see them because they're downstairs, but my dad loves them, and when my nephew comes here, he loves his fish too. I have been out of the country many times. Living so close to the US means that we have been to the US for summer vacations many times. I think it only takes about 3 hours to get to the border from where I live. So it's very common for us to go to Maine or Boston. I've been to New York City. A lot of New England areas I have visited. I've been to Florida twice. And I've also been to Europe quite often. I've been to London 3 times now. I've been to Oxford. This summer, if you read my blog, you know that I did a European tour of 5 countries. So I did England, France, Italy, Germany, and Amsterdam, and along that journey we definitely drove through a lot more countries. So needless to say, I have been out of the country. I would like to go to more places outside of the country, but I would also like to visit a lot of places inside Canada because it's such a big country and I live on one end of it. that I haven't been to the other side yet, and I'd really love to go someday. This was a really hard question because there are a lot of things that make me nervous. I get nervous quite easily, so to pick one thing was hard, but at the moment I think the thing that makes me the most nervous is the future. Knowing that I'm graduating from university in a few months, and for the first time I'm going to be going out and getting a real person job and living on my own. That's a big step for me considering I still live at home with my parents. So that definitely makes me nervous because there's a lot of things that I'm going to have to figure out and lots of unknown things that could happen. So yeah, if one thing makes me nervous right now, it would definitely be the future and what's going to happen there. So there you go, 20 questions that hopefully will help you get to know me a little bit better. I hope you enjoyed my answers, even though they're probably a little bit rambly. I love to talk. I will leave the questions below, so please let me know if you do it because I'd love to watch your answers as well. It's a great way to get to know one another here on YouTube. Other than that, that's all I have to say to you guys for today, and please like, subscribe, comment below. I love to read your comments. They're so much fun to read. And check out my blog as well. I'll leave the link below to that. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!